All right, coming up next on Sidewalks, we have the stars of God's Not Dead, We the People. We have David A, our wife, and Antonio Sabato Jr. coming up on Sidewalks.
It all seems so extreme.
Dave, I want you to know that we will not be cooperating at all, okay?
Not giving in is more like it.
Yeah.
I've spoken to the board. We could certainly adjust the curriculum to be more accommodating.
Don't you mean compromise the curriculum? We already told them we're not conforming.
Religion has been removed from our schools. They're teaching kids that they don't need God. That faith is irrelevant to their personal choices, Dave.
I hear you. I mean, these are some of the reasons we started the co-op in the first place.
All right, welcome back to Sidewalks Entertainment. Today I'm joined by actor and filmmaker David A. White and actor, author, model, and filmmaker Antonio Sabato Jr. Together they are stars in the latest franchise of God's Not Dead, We the People. Well, I wanted to start a little bit about your career. You both have been actors and worked in Hollywood on many different films and TV shows. And I'm just wondering, how did you find your way into working with faith-based film projects?
Great. It's been amazing working with David and his company and all our friends. We have so many people that we know, and we just adore each other, and we love what we do. We love making really good entertainment, and it's a plus when you make an entertainment for God, you know, with an amazing message, with a peaceful message like this one. You know, God is not dead,
Right.
we the people. Not only about Christians, it's about life and freedom.
Right. You know, honestly, I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't actually seen any of the God's Not Dead films, but I keep seeing like snippets of it in trailers and people are sharing it with me. So I'm wondering, you know, if maybe David or Antonio, if you might be able to share kind of how maybe the whole series of these movies were actually inspired, because I know there's been a lot of work putting these together.
Yeah, yeah. Well, first of all, I'm just horrified, Veronica. No, you know what? This is it's a perfect example of why we keep making these God's Not Dead movies. Is that you know, not everybody has seen them, but
Yeah.
the hunger and the heart for, I think, and conversation about God is just universal, and that's why we felt, you know, originally that the whole God's Not Dead franchise started because we wanted to bring conversations, open up conversations of God back into relationships, into, you know, obviously it talks about in the schools. Everything is based on these different court cases that have happened around the country. And here we are with God's Not Dead, We the People. And it is, you know, last year we went through, if you didn't know anything about homeschooling, which was basically me, you know, we learned about it as parents, and all of a sudden we started to have to homeschool our children. And so this one picks up where this co-op, homeschooling co-op, which is run out of our church, is visited by the county, and they're told that if they don't comply to their curriculum, which is basically trying to take God out of this curriculum, then they will be fined every week until they do. And so our characters, they head to Washington, D.C. to defend their rights for these kind of freedoms.
Wow. I mean, it's a really heavy topic, and it's something that, I'm very, into my faith as well. And it's something that I feel sometimes people are scared to talk about. And I'm glad that you guys are doing this, because you kind of are pushing boundaries into, bringing this to the forefront of how important this is for children to start to continue to have this in their lives. And that's why I'm so grateful that you guys have created something like this. Now, having said that, I know that you guys probably had some push against probably making some of these films, and especially this past year with the pandemic and just everything happening. I mean, it's just kind of a testament to how hard you have to work, and how even Jesus had to work so hard to talk about his message. And it's almost the same thing that you guys went through to push your message out there.
Yeah, I can
Go ahead.
definitely agree to that, and David can definitely agree to that. But at the end of the day, when you finish something like this against, we had an ice storm, we had issues with COVID, Obviously, a lot of issues with Hollywood and the way they want to make their films, the way we want to make our films. But then when the finished product is there and you get to see it with your family, and now it's coming out, there's nothing compares with that fulfillment that you're doing something amazing. And this film is quite amazing, and the world is going to see it. So we're pleased with it. We're blessed.
Yeah. You both have your own production companies. David, I think it's Pureflix, and Antonio's Trailblazers Pictures.
Yes.
Can you tell, yeah, can you tell us about your intentions and, for your companies, and what types of projects do you hope to create now for the world?
Yeah, when Pureflix started in 2005, it was just three guys in a garage, basically, who just had a vision and had a hope to tell stories, meaningful stories that would uplift and inspire the human spirit. And so we started doing that, and obviously the first God's Not Dead movie came out in 2014. That kind of shocked the world because it became the #1 live action independent film of that year and the highest grossing faith film of all time. Hollywood took a notice. All of a sudden they woke up and said, oh wow, we need to have these divisions in every studio. And so we're pleased to have trailblazed part of this, but at the same token, it's something that's alive, and it's America at the core, at the root. God is was the center of America, and that's what we're hoping to bring back. And Antonio, I'll kick it to you because you're trailblazing right now.
Well, I agree to that. I think God needs to be talked about, and my company, my studio, is about just bringing that message, bringing people together, bringing love. God is love, and that's just the way I want to express my studio and everybody who's coming on board. So God is the eminent power in my production company, but the message is just incredible what we're going to be doing in the next few years. And this is the beginning right here on my.
That's amazing, David, Antonio. I wish we had more time with you because there's just so much to talk about around this topic. And I hope you guys can come back and share a little bit more. Would love to talk to you more about it. But much continued success to you all, blessings to you all, and much success to this film. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Veronica.
All right, thanks to our guests, David and Antonio, for joining us today to talk about the film, God's Not Dead, We the People. Make sure you check out this inspiring film.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.